Hi, everyone. This is Laleh Hancock of Global Wellness for All and Bella Pimo. And I'm here talking about tool number 3. Hopefully, you already played with tool number 2 that was just recorded. And tool number 3 is actually allowance, exceed my awareness. And I remember the first time I heard it, I thought it was the silliest thing. In America, allowance means that you give a certain amount of money every week or every month to your children for them to do chores around the house. But this is a little bit different. This isn't about you paying anyone anything, but what it is the willingness to allow you to be you and allow others to be them. So if your daughter is choosing to do something that you don't agree with, like you actually want to be a space of not resisting. Because one of the things we don't realize is when we're communicating with others, even if it's not verbal, okay, this energetic exchange between us, we have learned to put up our walls, to go into defense mode, to not receive. And so when you have a colleague, a boss, you have your daughter, your son, your lover, whatever, when someone is actually even sharing information with you, if you're just even willing to just say, okay, any walls and barriers that I have, I'd like to just push them down. And imagine you literally have this line, it could be at the top of your head, okay? And then just keep energetically pushing it down, like literally to the earth, because the earth has no points of view. So these walls that might be points of views or anything else, they literally are just energy when they get to the earth. So lower that first and allow whatever they're saying, their energy to just pass through you. And when we don't have resistance, and we don't even realize we're doing this because so much of this is not cognitive. Our first language, if you think of a baby and a baby crying to get what it required, it actually is energy. And then we teach the baby to talk. But to talk, we have to take all this energy and compress it into words. So a lot of times we're looking for what people are saying instead of the energy of what they're saying. And sometimes your walls come up not based on the words, but more of the energy that that person might be throwing at you, or the hidden messages or the agendas that they have. And that's why, people used to joke about going and having a used car salesperson, is because it's like all those things underneath that they didn't say, those hidden words. And so often we call them body language or we call them other things, emotional intelligence and other things like that. But it actually is your inner capacity of energy. And when you allow the energy not to put up your wall, you allow you to receive more from them. You allow you to receive more awareness, more information. And it's really funny, but it ties into your health, your wellness, your joy, your ability to receive money and contribution. So it becomes more than just what you realize going into defense mode. So when you say allowance, exceed my awareness, what you're doing is you're allowing that space of receiving, that space of you allowing you to be you, them to be them, to be so much greater than the information and the awareness that you are picking up. And when you are more space, then it's not a big deal what they're saying or doing. You can come up with creative ways to how to handle what they're saying. But the moment that you go to defense, you put up the walls. You actually have to shut off the ideas, the creativity, the receiving, and the joy and everything else that goes along with it. So, and I actually want to give this particular lowering of barriers and everything kudos to Right Voice for You. It's one of the specialty classes within Access Consciousness and truly one of the greatest gifts, because then you can start to actually pull energy instead of pushing energy. which is what we do when we go into the defense. But we'll do that on another tool. So allowance, exceed my awareness. 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 Do you notice I actually did them with different kind of energy, some of them with push energy, some of them with pull energy, some with flow energy. And it doesn't matter because your willingness just to be this energy, even asking it cognitively, will automatically create more space. So start to notice how your body's reacting. Do you notice more space? Do you notice more ease? Play with it. See how it goes. And remember, we want to hear from you. Give us information below. How's it working for you? Or you can send us a message to globalwellnessforall.com/contact. See you for the next tool. Bye, everyone.